Hello, welcome to WinFS Trading YouTube channel. This is the only channel that can make you trading the Forex market, static market. So I actually connected up here so that you become winner in the Forex market. You see, that's why it's WinFS Trading. Today we talk about hitting good M100% 3 points scalping strategy using catalyst based loop theory. Before I continue, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell notification, and make sure you comment, share your view, opinion about this video, and try to like also so that YouTube will push the channel to a very large audience. Okay, I will start by discussing what it is like. The major thing you need to know before I go to the trading chart. Now, trading GOLD USD is very lucrative. 1 pip per lot size worth $100, meaning if the price of a good goes by 1 pip, if it goes in your direction, then you gain $100 worth 1 lot size. Then if you sold and it goes in your direction, the same thing. Okay, the number of pips is just the price change. So profit or loss when trading gold versus USD. If the price of gold changes from 1,840.64 to 1,842.69, for instance, then assuming you buy, then you see that the pip is the difference, which is 0.05 pip. So if you bought 0.01 lot size, which is the minimum on a $10 account, and the market goes in your favor, then you will be making this profit. Okay, making this profit, which is pips times pip value per lot size times lot size. Okay, I already told you the pip value per lot size is $100, so you're making $2.05. Your floating equity will now be summation of the previous equity and the profit, $12.05. If you're on loss, your floating equity will be the difference. Okay, which will reduce your equity to your floating equity to $7.95. The question here is, how can one scalp go successfully with zero loss? The video answers the question. Remember, scalping is very short-term trading plan where you make money following the macroeconomic behaviors of the asset or time frame. Hence, you need to enroll for my Forex course so you trade like prep for a huge infinity profit but zero loss. How the 3 points scalping strategy works: the time frame must be M1. Look for 20 to 45 degrees slope using the most recent 2 points, then trade the third point. If the slope is positive, then buy. If it is negative, sell. The TP and this SO, that is the take profit and stop loss. That's meant to be explained in the subsequent sim of this video. That means I will take you to the chart here. Okay, you see, this is a price action based strategy. This is good right here. This is M1. You right click here, and or you just go to this that has watch symbol and check 1 minute, or you right click and go to time frames and make sure it's 1 minute, and then make sure you push this like this. Then when you have this like this, check the trend of the market. Look from the current position of the price either, then look to the past, then compare the past and the present. What is the slope? Can you obtain the slope of this market? Can you get 2 points that to determine the slope this market? I mean 2 past swing point, because these are swing point we use the swing point to understand the slope. So you can see here, is very apparent. It's obvious. It's not something that will be hidden. No, you can easily notice it that this is, yeah, I said 20 to 45 degree. I think this is around 20 degree slope. This is the good slope here with a 45 degree slope. So this is point 1 and this is point. So a straight line, it can be gotten. So that is the slope. Now if you get a horizontal here, you can place here to form an angle. This is okay, angle. You measure this angle, the positive angle, because all angles are measured all positive angles are measured anti-clockwise, like this. Measure the angle from this horizontal to here, positive. So the tangent to this angle, like what I mean, let me go to document here. When I say tangent here, I really mean like in high schools you talk about this tangent of an angle. Let's say this is 20 degree. You calculate any positive angle, tangent of any positive angle will be equals to positive. Okay, equals to positive. So let's put positive here, instead of putting a number. So positive. So long the measure of anti-clockwise, then it's positive. So it's positive. So that means this slope is going to be the signal we are looking for, is a buy signal, because the trend is uptrend or a positive trend or uptrend, because the slope, the tangent of this angle, which is the slope, is positive. You can stretch this in the future to get the heuristic signal, because that's what we are looking for. We are looking for the third point, third retest to this trend line that will give us the buy signal. So you have to go to properties here and have to the raw objects. Okay, no, not here. You just go to parameters. Make sure the array right and the array left is ticked, or you click on it. This is extended a full shot. Now we are waiting for the price to get back to this line, or you can use limit order. By limit order, you can just trace the way the price will fall, because it might take some time, like a couple of days or some hours before it will happen. So we expect this market to get to that, get here. We expect the market in. I'm just tracing the path it will follow, but I don't know, but you have to do it. Use your psychology. Think, reason how it will be. You can go to the pusher when it actually, you can go to the pass and see how it falls, like do what happened. Then you can project or it back, just project it based on what is currently happening. So you can see, let me delete this one, and see now that here, this point where we have located a point here on this line here. So the price of this point is the price represented by this line, this horizontal line, which passes through the intersection of the selling part, which is this part, and trend part. Join together, the two lines join together here to determine the buy price, which is 17.93. So we are going to be buying at the price of 17.93. I talk about the stop loss, take profit placement. So this is a buy signal. So if you want to place your stop loss, you go to higher time frame, M15. You are going to go to M15. Watch it. You see, you have already known the trend of this market in M1. Then look for since this is uptrend, look for the past, apart from the 2 points we have used to draw the line, for the past lower point that is lower than those 2 points. This point A. So I think this point is lower, so you can put your stop loss here. But if you don't want to be caught up by drastic volatility in the market, because gold is highly volatile, you can select a second lower point to the one like the lower the point, the more you can be able, the higher the probability of making profit, like not being caught off from the market. You know, you wouldn't like to place an order and after the stop loss is triggered. No. So the more the point is lower, like for this buy signal, the more you get a point that is lower than the 2 point used to draw the line, the higher the period, and the higher the probability for you to stay in the market and get the profit. Because when the price comes back here, it might draw down to this place, it might go down to this place, and if you just place your stop loss here, you'll be triggered, and when you come back you will feel unhappy because you will not see the price going up. So you need actually to use $100 to practice this strategy, so that you will always increase your stop loss. The lot size as $100 trader, if you start with $100, I think you should be using 0.05 with one position, so that you can be able to use high stop loss limits and increase your stop loss. Like putting stop loss here would be okay, or you can go to a more higher time frame by M30. Okay, so you understand this, you can put your stop loss here, or you can just, since you are buying, you can just get more pips, like 10 pips or down. Like at this level you can subtract 10 pips to get the price. Like the price here is 1780. So in the document here, what I really mean here, you can just come here and write 1780, maybe drawdown of 10, so that you can be able to actually make this money. You know, expect drawdown, expect counter trade. You have to expect it, because the market is volatile, gold is highly volatile, so you have to expect all this. So you always increase your stop loss limit, so that no matter what happens, it still go in your favor. Look at what I mean. You know, looking at this market in this area, this is uptrend. Then during the retracement, we are waiting for market to come to some point. Let me draw it here. This is Android. This is uptrend here. I use these 2 points. Point 1, point 2, point 1, point 2. So I'm waiting for this third point. Assuming you place an order here, buy limit order here, and then you place your, okay, let's say you place the buy limit order here. Let's say you place it somewhere here, and then you place your stop loss at this level, because maybe you don't want to lose much. When the price comes, your stop loss is triggered, you'll be cut off on the market. Then you will cry, you will say, what a mess. See, the market goes up. That will be a big profit. So I'm not teaching you about how to calculate pips, you know, in gold. I have done a video about that. I will drop the link in the description, so that I watch how to calculate pips. Like, though it's very simple, I will just touch it. Like, assuming you buy here, assuming you bought at this price and the market goes up, like if you shake the point here, you know, that is, the price is always a 2 decimal place. So on the left, count 2 and put decimal point. That is 12.93 pips. Okay, that is if what it means that the price change is 12.93 and you bought a one lot size. For instance, if you're a big trader, let's say you have $100 account, a $1,000 account or $10,000 account, and you bought one lot size, for instance, that will be 12.93 times 1 times 100, just 1 p per lot size is $100. I've told you in the document that would be 1,290 something, $1,290 something dollars. Read the document well. It's in the description of this video. Read the document. Also watch the video about PIP calculations. Also the link in the description of this video. So at least you have understood how to buy. You wait for the third retest. Like we are waiting for gold to fall to here. We buy here. As we're going to make deal. Like if you buy here, your TP will be here. You are going to put your TP here, because I've told you in the document. I'll explain how to put the stop loss in the document. I've already told you how to place the stop loss. We're talking about the take profit right here. You know, you actually understand that a trending market always creates advancing swings, and like for uptrend you're expecting higher highs, so you expect the tick to be somewhere here, above the previous swing high here. So yeah, TP, so you're expecting something like 23.37 pips, which is if you bought one lot size, that will be about $1,000 plus. That is $2,337 on a one position. If you open one position, you remember you can't trade one lot size on a $100 account, but $1,000 to 10,000 plus and above, first lot size. But as a $100 trader or $10 trader, you can start with 0.01 to 0.05, just one position, because the drawdown might lead to margin call, and broker will cut you off from trading, and then you go back home with losses. So how do you do the selling? First of all, you have to confirm that there is downtrend, because you're actually selling in a downtrend. So you need to, does this strategy actually work with someone that is very, very smart? You need to know when trend is forming. You really need to know when trend is forming, because it works once you meet that third point. The other point like the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and the higher point during the trending mode, they usually lead to breakouts or kind of breakouts that will go against your sentiment, against your forecast. Wouldn't like to experience that. So you have to go back to this M1 and then look for the trend. You see, you look at this. How do you know a downtrend now? A downtrend will have the highest point ever. As you're looking on your screen, like it is the area of this. Okay, let me do this and do this. And starts targets, lines, channel, pick this function. No shape. Let's go to shape triangle. So if here I can just draw all these things. Just looking at this, that will be a highest point ever in the vicinity, which is the highest point, because we are looking for downtrend. The same thing applies when you are looking for uptrend. You are looking for lowest point. So this is the lowest point. Then you have to watch for lower highs, because a downtrend market is making lower highs, that is lower swing high, while an uptrend market is making higher swing lows. Why this one is making lower swing highs? Need to understand what I mean, but I'll do it practically You see, this is the highest in the vicinity here. This one come here, pump and swing. So we believe that this is a downtrend. It's actually a downtrend. A downtrend. So what you need to do, you have seen these 2 points. Use it to draw the trend line. Use it for the trend line again. This is the trend line for it. So most of the times you will see most trend line market is not always linear. It can be so confusing. So most of the time you will draw your trend line. You know these 2 points, the past one. Use it to draw your trend line. Now see what happened. That is something funny. That's why your stop loss is there. Something funny happened here. What happened? This is the first. Let me use this object. A kind of I'm using arrowed line. So you see, this is the first point in the past. The second point, use it to draw a downtrend line. Now you see, I've not told you actually. Sorry, I've not explained about the angle. So you see, if you measure this angle like this, you measure, this is clockwise. You measure, I'm sorry, anti-clockwise always. So you measure like the angle is greater than 180. The angle is greater than 90 degrees. Like if you measure this angle, it's greater than 90 degrees. And if you are looking for tangent of this angle, because you are going to measure from this line, you're measuring from here, the horizontal. So the angle is negative because this part of, like with the red mass, if you read mass, you know that this quadrant for the tangent is definitely negative. This is a negative slope. Another thing that will help you for downtrend, the market is making lower high, this high, then this high. See, compare it to this high is lower than this. So when during retracement, during retracement, or when it comes to the trend line, what happened? It sold small and then go up and create a kind of some highs. That is like the market is no longer following the trends. Then it goes. Then what happened? It sold. Now, what will take care of this type of problem is the stop loss placement. Okay. So what you need to do now is, let me undo this again. What you need to do actually is you go to higher time frame. When you spot this, or you can still be in this time frame, just that highest point, use it as your stop loss, because price can never go back there because the market is trending downward. You have already calculated your slope. Then use it as your stop loss because you are selling. Your stop loss should be at high points. You are selling, you are not buying. So, but if you're a big investor and you really want to catch this market, you can, at this place, you can add some pip so that the stop loss price will increase, so that no matter how the market struggle, not be triggered and still go in your direction when the time comes, because there's time for everything. Market follows time. There's time when the market goes in your direction. Those time it is in loss or going against you. It is because that's how it's natural with markets. That's how market behave. You need to be patient and use stop loss to at least control your equity in case the price keep going against you. Then you will end up with some calculated loss, but we still have some balance, waiting for another opportunity to come up. This video is actually taking time, but very, very important. If you want to learn how to trade this type of market like gold, Forex, because I have a course that includes this type of things like trading the trend line, all of that. That is the Forex course. because in Forex, gold is part of the Forex asset. Once you know the Forex course, you can trade gold as well. So you need to enroll for the course. Check down the description of this video. You see the course content. Sorry, you see the course as a topic, but the content is going to be given to you once you pay for the course. Once you enroll, you have the content, table of content, sent to you. The course is to be taken on Telegram channel, but based on video courses and PDFs and live trading, so that what you learn, you see it live while I'm trading on the live account. So I think I'm almost done. But what I have not told you is the take profit here. I've told you about the stop loss for selling. Your take profit should be towards the lower low, because in the downtrend the price keep making lower lows. What I mean by lower low is this: the swing low, then this one lower, this one is lower than this one, then this one. They keep breaking. Those that are trading resistance, they will lose a lot, because those that are trading support, because this is a selling market, so a lot of support will be broken. The trending market support doesn't work for downtrend, then for uptrend resistance doesn't work. So you see, so you are going to project the market at lower low. So since this one come here, retrace, then do some confusing retracement here, then goes down, but you actually traded this. The one was actually here. This is the third retest. That's what it traded. So you're expecting the TP to go below here. That means you can project it here. So, and at this price 1817, that's a TP. Okay, this is just a celebrity video. If you really want to place TP2, TP3, that will be a kind of something you will need to learn in the Forex course. They don't actually put only one TP. Remember, this is scalping, the strategy. So I just use one TP. I just tell you about one TP, but for multiple TPs, you really need to enroll for the course. You learn how to trade in higher time frame, how to trade as a long-term trader or a medium-term trader. Thank you. Remain successful, remain focused, remain connected to WinFX Trading YouTube channel, and try to join our Forex Telegram channel. It's free to join. Look for our VIP signals, and try to also join investment packages, so that while you trade yourself, you also have a side passive income based on our investment packages. Don't lose, everything wins, because we know when to buy and when to sell, and know how to manage your money. Thank you, and bye for now.